Hey guys, I'm Elliott. This is Everything Elliott, and as promised in one of my previous videos, I'm gonna make a set of log bunks for this trailer. Now, I just purchased this trailer, new to me. We actually just put some finish on this decking. I'm pretty happy with the way it turned out. Honestly, kind of thinking about doing it on the deck of my house. Anywho, I picked up some C-channel. So I've got 40 feet of 3" by 1.5" C-channel. And this is going to be a pretty simple design. It's going to be a 5-piece design. I don't know how to visualize this. I'm not a good enough editor to put lines on the screen and stuff. I guess I should say this. If you don't know what log bunks are, I'll put a picture right here. And if you do know how log bunks work, you know that they're very handy for putting logs on a flat deck trailer without them rolling off. All right, 5-piece design. Cross member across the bottom. 2 pieces coming up, and that piece is actually going to sit down in the C-channel 6 inches, and then 2 45-degree angles to hold the sides to the bottom. I have to be to work in 8 hours, correction, 7 hours, and I still have to sleep tonight. So I think the plan for right now is probably try to get everything cut, and then tomorrow after work, start doing all the welding. All the cutting and welding we're going to be doing in this video is going to be with the esab setup. We've got the esab Rebel 285i and the Thermal Dynamics Cutmaster 30 Plus. All right, let's see if I still got it with this plasma cutter. All right, so now that we've got all 4 of the uprights cut, those are easy, those are all the same. So now what I need to do is I need to figure out if this trailer is the same exact size all the way down. Because the way I'm making these, I wanna be able to take them and put them in whichever stake pocket I wanna put them in, whether that's up here, back here, right there, so on and so forth. I wanna make sure that if I make these one size, that they're gonna fit essentially everywhere. And we're just gonna do that by measuring, pretty much. That's what we're gonna do. Steel to steel is 82 3/8. 82 3/8. I bet if I make this 82 1/2, it'll fit everywhere. 82 1/2. Oh, it's getting wider and wider as we get further away. 82 1/2. 82 1/2, all right. 82 1/2 it is. That's the magic number. Now I only have enough steel to do this once, so we really can't screw it up. All right, so for demonstrative purposes, I can kind of set this up and show you kind of what it's gonna look like. You might say to yourself, Elliott, that doesn't look like it's gonna hold much. I assure you that it will. This is pretty heavy gauge steel. And also I'm gonna be putting a gusset in here. So that'll make a huge difference as well. I don't know how big of a gusset, but the gusset actually serves 2 purposes. It's gonna help keep this upright, And then what it'll also do is the wood won't be able to start in this bottom corner, thus damaging my, once I can point at it, the fender. It'll make the wood start, you know, maybe 6-8 inches in and keep everything away from my fender there. All right, so I got one log bunk all tacked up. Let me show you an issue I have though. When I ordered this metal, the closest thing I could get to the size of the stake pocket was this C-channel. And the issue I'm having is that play on either side of the stake pocket right there. So it's got a lot of forward and back play. However, a piece of this 3/8, if I move this to one side, like that, 3/8 fits in there pretty nicely and takes up all that gap. So what I could do is essentially make shims and just shim one side of the C channel with the 3/8. I've got plenty of it there. It shouldn't be an issue. That might be the move, but that's going to be like the last thing we do, is figure that out. But for right now, I guess we'll just get to welding. So we got one done. It's all welded up, and that's normal, right? Until I make those shims, that's what's gonna happen. That's inevitable, because my material is smaller than the stake pockets. So once the shims are in there, it shouldn't be an issue. These are kind of the things you learn as you're custom fabricating things. But it is super, super duper strong. I can't, ready? Let's see if I can do this. And we're off the ground. So that's, I don't know, 240 pounds pulling on it on the tippy top, which about a 4-foot lever. So I think you just multiply by 4, so about 1,000 pounds maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's how it works or not. I'm not a mathematician. But I'm pretty happy with that. Welds are acceptable. So there's a good example of a weld. We got some more over here. Let's see my start stops. What else we got on the outside? That was the old double girl there. little bit of the sanding disc and things are gonna look mighty fine. But that's about all I got in me for tonight, to be honest with you. I gotta be back to work tomorrow. Otherwise, I'd just sit out here and work on it. But yeah, that's it. So tomorrow, honestly, probably just gonna fab up the second one off camera, because once you've seen one, you've seen a second. It's the exact same thing. Where we're gonna jump back in, most likely, unless something goes wrong, is adding the chain hook up top here, just a little piece of flat plate to go across, and then also the shim. I think we're gonna end up doing that. I think that's a must. What else? I said I'm not painting it on camera because you guys don't want to watch paint dry. And then yeah, after that chain hook and the shim, we're done. Theodore, you giving it the seal of approval? What do you think, buddy? Isn't it warm still? Yeah, it is warm. What are you doing rubbing your face on that, dude? You get yourself all burnt up. All right, well, until tomorrow, have a nice, 3 seconds. See you then. All right, guys, well, the log bunks are done. We got 1 and 2 back there. And like I said, we were jumping right back in with the hooks, or the hook grab points, which are right there. And I'm showing you the worst one, of course. I decided to go with angle because this will serve 2 purposes. I wanted to make it somewhat structural. What I can use this for is not only lifting off, but once the logs are in here, I can throw a ratchet strap over top from one to the other to kind of keep them together to add another layer of strength. So I have pretty much 100% faith in these, and I'm super happy with the way they turned out. I decided against putting the shims in down there just yet. I want to see how they work first. Probably slap a quick coat of paint on it and be on the way. I can always add the shims in later. That's not a big deal. It's just I didn't want to do them right now. So they slide in and out easy now. And I'm fearful that if I put the shims on there, it's going to make them too tight and they won't go in and out very easily. So that's it. Check them out. Well, guys, that's it for today's video. I'm super happy with the way these turned out. These are definitely DIY-able. You don't need a plasma cutter. You guys saw in the end of the video I used an angle grinder to cut those. You could make all of these cuts with an angle grinder if you wanted to. It would just take you a little longer, no big deal though. So you could definitely DIY this yourself with just your regular MIG welder, stick welder, whatever you got. What an excellent solution for a flatbed trailer. I can't afford a dump trailer, so this is what we have to have for right now. Thanks for watching. Hope I inspired you to to do something new, maybe try something out that you've never done before. If I didn't tell you, I have a total investment of $200 and I believe it was $60, $260 after tax for the C channel and the angle iron I just had, or the gusset material, which is just 3" by 3/8 flat plate. I had that left over, that was scrap. So total investment of $265 plus my time, plus a little welding wire and some gas. Not a huge deal, probably. We'll aim high and say $300 in materials. That's way high. So log bunks for $300, you can't beat it. Thanks for watching, guys. Hit that subscribe button. I'm going to be using these in the near future. I got a couple loads of logs I got to go get from a friend. So make sure you're subscribed. You don't want to miss that out. You don't want to miss that out. You don't want to miss out on that. Catch you guys in the next one. Hope you guys have a great day.